Imagine being questioned for 7 hours about a case or pertaining to, or remember, they say I'm a witness. I'm not a party. I'm not a defendant, nor am I a plaintiff. I'm not a co-defendant, none of that. I'm a witness. They thought I had so much information. I want to quote, and by the way, I want nobody hit up this judge. And actually, I won't even mention his name here because this is a good Jersey. He's a Jersey federal court judge, and I don't want y'all to harass him. But this eventually went in front of Jersey Federal District Court. And they scolded Rocnation's lawyers / Meg Thee Stallion lawyers over at Quinn Emanuel. And they said, why do you need more time with Livingston Allen, a.k.a. DJ AKADEMIKS? We've read the original complaint. It's Meg Thee Stallion versus Milagro Cooper. Livingston Allen, a.k.a. DJ AKADEMIKS, is mentioned one time. Why is he so critical of a witness that you need more than the 7 hours that the federal guidelines allow you? I want you guys to use common sense here. The judge, chat, I ain't even had a lawyer there. The judge was violating them. The judge said, I'm concerned about the practices that Rocnation lawyers, Quinn Emanuel, that represents Megan Pete, a.k.a. Meg Thee Stallion, are employing. Keep in mind, so let me tell you how this went.
Views, conversations, and opinions expressed on this channel could be subjective or objective and are also for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only. Here on The Mix, we encourage and implore you to conduct your own research.
Hey everyone, welcome to The Mix. Like this video, share this video. Thank you guys for tuning in to my channel. As you can see what this video is going to be about, yes, Rocnation versus DJ AKADEMIKS, round 2, deposition style. This is insane. It absolutely makes no sense to me. And you heard based off of that clip in the beginning, DJ AKADEMIKS is stating that the judge violated, yes, Rocnation, basically letting them know, like, hey, I have some questions. Y'all tactics seem very questionable in terms of lawyering, and it's like ethically wise, and I'm paraphrasing. So yeah, the judge is peeping their alleged unethical tactics, in my opinion. But before I jump into my content, reaction, and opinion, I need for you guys to like, share, and sub up. It is free to do that. If you are interested in donating, smash the Cash App, Zelle, or PayPal. It is in the description section of this post. All donations go towards content enhancement, creation, cash prize giveaway. Yes, end of December here on The Mix. For those who are new to my channel, I host cash prize giveaways here. So I'm going to try to up the ante, if that makes sense. And yeah, so stay tuned, stay connected, sub up, hit your notification bell. That way you'll be in tune with all the content on my channel. Check out some of my videos and my lives where I did the cash prize giveaway, previous ones. So 4th quarter here on The Mix, into December. Okay, so without further ado, and before I just share the remainder of that clip with you guys, yeah, so basically in summary, DJ AKADEMIKS completed his second unprovoked deposition with Rocnation and had a lot to share with the world. He went live and shared what took place in the second deposition. Of course, he didn't live stream it. And the federal judge, this was in a federal court too, took place, federal courthouse. So, but yeah, he shared with the world how interesting and, in my opinion, ethical Rocnation organization and legal team is, allegedly. Keeping in mind, you guys, everyone, DJ AKADEMIKS completed his first deposition, about a month ago? And that first deposition was about 7 hours long, which I was wondering, like, are depositions even that long? But DJ AKADEMIKS later confirmed that depositions can legally go up to 7 hours. So Rocnation exhausted their first deposition with him for 7 hours. Oh my gosh. He also too, that's insane, crazy. He also too, seemingly, in my opinion, embarrassed Rocnation's legal team when he streamed the deposition and shared with the world how Rocnation's questioning had, well, most of their questions had nothing to do with the subject matter at hand. And the case is what? Between who? Megan Thee Stallion versus Milagro Cooper. Milagro, she goes by Mob Radio. She has a variety of different platforms, but she gives commentary, reactions, opinions, etc., trending news, trending hip-hop topics, etc., but she's a YouTuber as well. So Megan Thee Stallion is suing her, if you guys did not know that. The case is defamation and a couple other claims too. And to me, I'm following this because it teeters into freedom of speech. So that's why I'm highlighting this and doing some content on this when it comes to the different, depositions that Rocnation is trying to compel people, which like DJ AKADEMIKS said too, the first deposition, they were asking about Rocnation was asking about Drake, Nicki Minaj, I think the guy who owns the online gambling company, and it's just like, what does that have to do with Megan Thee Stallion suing his blogger or vlogger Milagro for defamation? So it's just it's crazy, it's interesting at the same time, but hey, no one's safe out here in these internet streets, seems like lately. But so what I'm going to do, you guys, is I'm going to go ahead and share the remainder of the clip, and these are just clips, so you'll have to, like, after this video, after you listen to this, head on over to DJ AKADEMIKS channel, one of his platforms or whatever, whether it be X, Twitch, YouTube, and listen to the full content he did. I think it was about an hour plus long on his reaction to his second deposition. Sounds like that the judge was really on his side. He did not have a lawyer present, and I stand correct, I thought he had a lawyer, but he did not have a lawyer present, and he didn't even have a lawyer present at the last deposition. So he does not have a lawyer facilitating all of this. So I'm quite sure, knowing DJ AKADEMIKS, he has tapped different legal heads, or people, law enforcement and all of that, who's been in this type of space or whatever, or who works in this space or formerly worked in this space, and probably gotten some advice or some consultation. I don't know that to be fact, but I'm just guessing he probably did. That's what probably made him decide or determine, like, you know what, I don't need to hire my attorneys to do this, I can do this myself. So, but at any rate, you guys, this is crazy, and I'll drop the links in the description section of DJ AKADEMIKS' first deposition, which was 7 hours long. This one, you guys, was about 45 minutes long, by way of the judge, and as you heard, the judge scolded Rocnation, and in my opinion, rightfully so. And also, too, you guys, like I said, this case to me is very important. Everyone should be watching this. This is at a federal level, so it teeters on free speech. It teeters on someone filing defamation claims, and I think there's a couple other claims. I'm gonna go ahead and get the exact claims, legal claims, and then I'll post it in the community section, because this is very important, and this could affect anybody who's commenting, those who don't have channels or have platforms, who don't get on here and speak consistently. Even if you comment, this could possibly affect you, the outcome of this case, which it goes to trial, to my understanding, next month sometime. So shout out to Milagro, shout out to DJ AKADEMIKS, justice for Milagro. Honestly, I'm team Milagro, and I have my opinion as to why. I'll save that for another day, another topic, another video, basically. So like this video, share this video. Let me go ahead and share the rest of this clip with you guys. I'll jump in here and there, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Deposition. The maximum time, and this is, shout to whatever AI this is, for a federal civil deposition is generally 1 day of 7 hours. Have you ever been questioned for 7 hours? Let me put this in perspective. Imagine being questioned for 7 hours about a case or pertaining to, or remember, they say I'm a witness. I'm not a party. I'm not a defendant, nor am I a plaintiff. I'm not a co-defendant, none of that. I'm a witness. They thought I had so much information. They needed to use, remember, the maximum time is 7 hours. That they used all 7 hours to question me.
That's insane, you guys.
I want to quote, and by the way, I want nobody hit up this judge. And actually, I won't even mention his name here because this is a good Jersey. He's a Jersey federal court judge, and I don't want y'all to harass him. But this eventually went in front of Jersey Federal District Court, and they scolded Rocnation's lawyers / Meg Thee Stallion lawyers over at Quinn Emanuel, and they said, "Why do you need more time with Livingston Allen, aka DJ AKADEMIKS? We've read the original complaint. It's Meg Thee Stallion versus Milagro Cooper. Livingston Allen, aka DJ AKADEMIKS, is mentioned one time. Why is he so critical of a witness that you need more than the 7 hours that the federal guidelines allow you?"
The judge is cooking and making sense.
I want you guys to use common sense here. The judge, chat, I ain't even had a lawyer there. The judge was violating them. The judge said, "I'm concerned about the practices that Rocnation lawyers, Quinn Emanuel, that represents Megan Pete, aka Meg Thee Stallion, are employing." Keep in mind, so let me tell you how this went.
Exactly. What is Rocnation doing?
They had to come to the District of Jersey to try to, what they call, compel me, which means to get me to do more shit. because I don't live in Florida. So the original case is in Florida. They served me, so I mean, I could have ignored it, but then they would have came to Jersey court to enforce it. So I just did it. I did 7 hours. I did it 7 hours. They still weren't happy. So now they got to come to Jersey court, and they did. And we went to an in-person hearing, and the judge said to them, I am concerned. Why do you need to speak to a guy that was mentioned? And by the way, this is the same thing happening with Aiden Ross. Aiden Ross is mentioned one time as well in the complaint. And here's a kicker. Because I've spoken to Aiden Ross's, I won't say who. I don't even think Aiden's going to do the deposition. They said to them, legally, Aiden doesn't know the defendant. He's never heard of the defendant's name. No disrespect to Milagro. He's never heard of her. Why is he a witness? What information could he have? Chat, I just need y'all to use your brain. Just use your brain. Just use your brain. So I mentioned one time, again, I don't have a lawyer. I'm going up against the $200,000 lawyers from Quinn Emanuel. By the way, I could have had a lawyer. But this shit was just, I just had to tell the judge, yo, judge, listen, I did 7 hours. I'm not a party to this case. What more? I had to hit him with a Tyrese. What more do you want from me? The judge agreed. The judge said, I read through the initial complaint. Meg Thee Stallion versus Milagro. AKADEMIKS, aka Livingston Allen, is mentioned one time. How could he have such important information that you only mentioned him one time that you need more than 7 hours, which is the maximum amount of time to question him? I'll tell you what they said. Well, when he was talking to us, he was long-winded. Oh, he was like, we think he recorded it, which the judge was like, huh, and? Okay, what? Like, the judge didn't want to hear that. They're trying to figure it out. Why do you need more information? Then the judge jumps back in. The judge says, Miss Manillo, her name's like Joanna Manillo or something. That's the lawyer that was the front lawyer. We are severely concerned because after reading the deposition and I read through the transcript, shout out to that judge, man. He said, we are concerned that the questions and the path of questioning that you went down doesn't seem related to your current case in Florida. You're asking about people who are not even alleged or mentioned. Who are those people? Drake, Nicki Minaj. Why are these relevant things? This is where Rocnation lawyers, by the way, I'm in the hearing. This is the last time I court, not today. Today we did the 45 minutes. Yo, they got so humble, they couldn't really ask shit today. So I'm just sitting there while they were like, yo, there was a point that they were like, yo, like, I think Milagro lawyer was like, yo, I can't see the exhibits. They were like, oh, could you share your screen? Remember I told you when they try to share the screen, they show the chat. The chick like, we're just gonna email you. We're not gonna share our screen because of obvious reasons. I'm like, y'all look like y'all know how to share the screens over there. Y'all gonna share the chat. But anyway, so I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay. So the judge says to them, could you explain to us or explain to me? Because apparently this again, I would have never had to do this, but the magistrate, he's a magistrate judge. His name is Brendan Day. Don't harass him, please. I love him. He took an expedited hearing for Meg Thee Stallion because their trial, so Milagro versus Meg Thee Stallion, that trial is starting in November. So they claim I had the most important information. Like I had it. So the judge actually said, hey, AKADEMIKS, usually these matters could be dealt with in 30 days. Because at first I was like, I might get a lawyer. And then the guys, and then the judge said, this is going to be their trial starts in November. We got to do it now. Right? So the judge is asking Rocnation's lawyers, why do you need this? Why do you need AKADEMIKS for more information? And then he asked, I read through the deposition that he did for 7 hours. I'm concerned. Why are you asking about Drake and Nicki? These are people who aren't party to this. This is the bullshit answer. And y'all pull the transcripts. We were on the record, so I think there should be, it should be in the transcripts.